Okay, I guess we have to do it all over again, but this time in Germany. Christmas market destroyed, two donkeys beaten up, and these thugs defecated in a church, and then they fled the scene. And this comes a year after the Magdeburg terrorist incident that happened that claimed lives of many and left many others injured. So, like I've said many times, guys, on this channel, these past few videos I've been doing, it started off in Belgium, France, Germany. So clearly the message has got round to the Muslim Brotherhood in Europe that the rest now need to go out and attack, vandalize, destroy Christmas markets during this festive period. And honestly speaking, if this just carries on, then I just see them cancelling the whole Christmas market in general because costs will be too high. Like in France, I believe costs was just too high. No, excuse me, in Germany, costs were too high for security. So a lot of stores and Christmas markets just didn't open because there's just too much of security costs. So really, this Muslim Brotherhood have succeeded because they don't want to see Christmas in the West or Christmas markets, and now places in Germany aren't having Christmas markets because of the security costs. It's just simply too high. And yeah, they're basically going to get their way if they carry on like this for years to come, because people are just going to look around. Event organizers, councils, local councils will just look at it as being too expensive, and they're just going to cancel it altogether. And if they were to cancel Christmas in the West, then honestly, I don't even know what I'm saying. Imagine cancelling Christmas in the West, in Western nations that was founded upon Christian values. I can't even believe what I'm hearing. But this could be the reality in a few years to come. So guys, look, Germany, honestly, Germany, their immigration policy has been absolutely woeful, and they're paying the price now. You know, do you want to vote for a party that's going to be proactive and crack down on, you know, this woeful immigration policy that they currently are adopting? This is what they need. So they need huge reform in Germany, because Germany is a country, unfortunately, that you can count on whereby these jihadis and the Brotherhood is just, you know, so prevalent there, and they just carry on causing a mess. Guys, let's get straight into the video.
Germany has been left horrified after vandals destroyed a living nativity, tortured two donkeys before defecating in the church and fleeing the small town of Urbach, south of Frankfurt. Donkeys Lily and Max, part of the popular living nativity at the Christmas market, were beaten and tortured in their enclosure at around 4 a.m. on the 30th of November. One resident watching the chaos from his balcony told German news they witnessed one of the culprits punch the donkey in the face. He said the same group had destroyed electrical boxes, Christmas lights and decorations around the town, robbing stalls at the Christmas market and defacing toilets. They then reportedly entered the Protestant church in the centre of town, damaged candlesticks and pews, then left feces behind. Lily and Max's owners have returned the donkeys to their farm to recover from the attack. Police are seeking witnesses as part of their investigation. The attack comes after Germans were warned to be vigilant at Christmas events this year, as authorities raised the terror threat. Last year, an attack on Magdeburg Christmas market killed 5 people and left 323 others injured. Cities across Germany have erected barriers around their markets to protect shoppers, though others have decided not to even bother this year. German councils say security costs have risen 44% in just 3 years. Multiple reports of vandalism have accompanied this year's advent across Western Europe. A video has gone viral in Germany which appears to show a young man pulling down a Christmas tree. Residents of Flekkefjord in Norway woke up to their Christmas tree having been cut down, the latest in a series of vandalisms which goes back several years. In Britain, armed police have been filmed patrolling several Christmas markets, like here in York.
Guys, as we already knew, there's no respect for Christmas markets. Statues get destroyed, monuments get vandalized. We see that, we've been seeing it over these past couple of weeks. I've been highlighting it in videos that I've been posting. But now, animals are not safe. How are you gonna punch a donkey in his face? You're beating up donkeys. And yeah, hearing that just really annoyed me. It angered me, I'm not even gonna lie. Because it's one thing just destroying a Christmas market, which you should never be doing anyway. Respect other people's faith and their religion. But it's another thing punching a donkey in his face, and they have to go back to where they were being cared for before they came for this Christmas event. So that actually angered me, I'm not gonna lie, because animals should always be off limits. You know, animals literally are just here to, you know, they're our comforter, honestly. Animals, they're nice, they're gorgeous. Donkeys are beautiful. You know, who doesn't want to see a donkey? You know, and they're just out here, these thugs are just out here beating up animals and just punching a donkey in his face. But yet authorities will catch him and they won't do anything to him, German authorities, because these woke leftist governments, again, like I've said so many times, are just so weak. They're pathetic, honestly. They won't do nothing. In Belgium, nothing will happen. France, nothing will happen. Germany, nothing will happen. UK, if you carry this out in the United Kingdom, this Labour government will give you spending money to say thank you. That's what you'd get in the UK. So yeah, it's been an absolute joke the way Western nations have gone about this. You know, there's no deterrent put in place whatsoever to stop this from happening. You'd think after last year, Germany would have said, okay, we're going to crack down on any nonsense in 2025. Like, we are not allowing this, you know, to take over our society. And now look, they definitely, Germany's probably the worst one out of the lot, because they beat up donkeys, they defecate in the church, they destroy the Christmas markets, celebrations, candles, and they literally just flee because they know they'll get away with it. So Germany's one's probably been the most humiliating one. And the crazy thing is there'll be more to come. Which nation is next, I don't know, but it'll definitely be a Western nation. Highly doubt it will be Poland or Hungary, because they've, you know, cracked down on this. Well, they haven't even let this consume them, so yeah. But you know, all these other nations, I don't know what's going on, honestly, man. I really just don't know what's going on. But when they can disrespect your nation the way these guys have disrespected the West, then, you know, these guys well and truly just don't care, and they're not being met with any force or any resistance. So if they carry on behaving like this, and the country that's hosting them allow them to behave like that and give them money, and, you know, not combat this the way it should be, you know, combated, then you're just going to carry on seeing repeat offenses. People aren't going to care. And eventually you'll get to a point where, you know, these guys will just say, you know, I'm just being honest. Eventually they'll get to a point where they become very powerful, where they say, yeah, we might need to just overthrow the government. And that's where they'll get to eventually, when they find themselves becoming invincible in Western nations, because there's no pushback, no deterrent put in place or anything. So yeah. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.